Hello and welcome to another episode of GTA 4 Pacifist Percent. We are 5 missions into the game and Nico is yet to silence anyone in Liberty City. We head back to the cab depot where I find Vlad, the attractive Russian man, talking with Mallory. His attractiveness continues to show when Nico stares at him whilst Vlad is making him a coffee, and it's then that Roman decides to show up.
Hey Mallory! Hey man!
Hey. About time.
Vlad makes some more remarks on Roman's debt before leaving.
You tell me what's going on. Nice aftershave, what is that? Sex pest?
No, it's where is my fucking money?
Roman needs me to do another cab job for him, which is boring but free of killing. I once again drive in Roman's shitty cab and pick up the passenger, Jermaine. As I head down to his destination, I stop just before entering and go to investigate the area. I find an open door with nothing inside of it, which nobody seems to be bothered by. I confirm that it's safe to drop Jermaine off, so I take him right up to the lockup.
That door isn't meant to be open. Wait here while I take a look.
However, as soon as he steps inside, the cops are immediately alerted and I'm required to help get Jermaine away. I guess the cops have some kind of prejudice against him. After escaping, I take Jermaine to a paint shop and so ends another cab job. At least I was right in the fact that cab jobs are a pacifist's best friend. As you'd expect, Roman needs even more help and what do you know? It's another cab job. Honestly, Rockstar, I know that it's the beginning of the game, but why do I have to do so much of the same shit right at the beginning of the game? Makes me so excited to see what comes next. I meet a Jamaican man named Jacob, and of the maybe 5 words I was able to understand from him, he unfortunately wants me to do much more violent stuff than my pacifistic cousin.
When you take this piece, you hear anything bad going down, you come and help, sight?
Are you worried about this? I know how to use a gun if you want me to keep watch on things.
Realness, brother. You're my man Roman's cousin. Thanks, respect.
I take him to a secluded space and Jacob gets into place to deal with anyone who comes to chat with him. Unfortunately, 3 men show up as opposed to the 1 that was expected, and they are in no mood to chat things out. They open fire on Jacob, and I'm forced to let Jacob do all of the work.
Dude, someone be in the ground!
Go along, moving!
Unfortunately, the cops are once again too busy with important paperwork to actually stop any criminals, so Jacob's the only person who will attack the thugs. This wouldn't be such a problem if he could aim further than the dumpster or take cover for long enough to avoid killing himself. In my second run, I decide to make use of Roman's car to add some extra space for Jacob to take cover, to see if this would make any difference.
Got to stop fucking this shit up!
In my next few runs, I made use of a bus, because I knew it would be useful later in the mission. Unfortunately, the bus didn't exactly help Jacob's aim.
This town is starting to get on my nerves!
I was swiftly running out of ideas, and I thought I might need to beat them all up. This proved difficult because I had to run up to them in order to beat them up and avoid getting shot to death.
Me I go kill you!
When I finally managed to kill them all, another thug came outside. Unfortunately, he was high up on a roof, and this is when I needed the bus. So unfortunately, I had to beat up everyone. Or so I thought. A couple of days after I completed this mission, I realized that there was one method I haven't tried yet. Okay, that's actually not what I had in mind. What I actually wanted to do was get an extremely damaged car into the area and have one of them shoot it enough to blow it up. Once I was able to get another one in, I tested the method by shooting it myself. Now that I knew that they could die from explosions, I just had to get a car into position and have them shoot it. This seems like an easy feat, but it wouldn't exactly be quite that easy. I decided to crash the bus enough times and use that for the explosion, thinking it would be big enough to kill all three of them. I managed to get the bus to catch on fire, but RNG wasn't being my friend today. Yep, that's right. Jacob died literally the moment the bus blew up, and it didn't even kill all of them. But this was certainly still a step forward, so I grabbed another bus and tried another method. The bus's engine is at the back, and the vehicle will always face forward when the thugs arrived. This meant I had to turn the bus around, but while I was doing so, Jacob had already been killed.
This place is not much of a fucking holiday!
This was strange, because although Jacob was always being shot at, he still lasted a little while. On my next run, I tried to use the strategy of pushing the bus until it blew up, but when I went to grab a car, Jacob died again.
This town is starting to get on my nerves!
It seemed like Jacob would just die as soon as I'd left a certain radius. I tried using other vehicles as well, but I realized that the explosion strategy had another issue I had to keep in mind. And when continuing to try and blow the thugs up, I realized that if the explosion didn't kill them, the fire from it still could. The thugs were completely immune to fire and very resistant to explosions. I knew that this was going to take a while to get it right, but that didn't stop me. I spent countless attempts using all kinds of different vehicles in an attempt to blow them all up, but I would constantly fail, whether it was because I couldn't get a vehicle into position before Jacob died, the thugs not dying from the explosion, or me accidentally straying too far from Jacob. I couldn't even bring multiple vehicles with me to the meet because the game would always despawn all but one of them. Spending days after days, attempt after attempt, trying to get a vehicle to blow everyone up before they could kill Jacob was absolutely agonizing at times. I tried a few more methods, such as using a car to trap Jacob and stop him from running out into the gunfire. The only benefit this had was buying more time, as the thugs would still eventually kill him. Eventually, it just became the norm for me to prepare each attempt by grabbing body armor, stealing a tall vehicle, and bringing it to the meeting point before using cars to protect Jacob, and grabbing more of them to use in the explosion. But no matter how many times I tried, something would always go wrong.
Oh man, this is fucking bullshit! This town is starting to get on my nerves! Oh man, this is fucking bullshit! Ah, fuck! This town is starting to get on my nerves! This town is starting to get on my nerves!
Shit, Nico, get...
This place is not much of a fucking holiday! Fuck this! This place is not much of a fucking... Ah, fuck! Motherfuckers!
But on this attempt, something else happened. The ice cream truck I was using managed to kill 2 thugs, which was the first time that happened. Furthermore, another car next to the truck caught fire and killed the other thug, causing the 4th one to come outside. My luck exceeded further when I spotted a tall vehicle in the safe part of the road which I could use to climb up to him. I push him off the roof as I didn't see any other possibility. Whether or not this counts as me killing him, I am not sure. I know it was technically me that caused him to die, but I'm not sure what I would class it if I had to. If you think it should be counted as a kill, let me know in the comments. While you may not be able to hear it, I was ecstatic beyond description when this mission was over. I spent well over 4 hours preparing for and completing it, and I literally punched my wall in excitement over it. After dealing with the thugs, I take Jacob to a cafe and agree to help him again if needed. In order to pay off Roman's debts, the attractive Russian man, Vlad, tells me to visit him at his bar. He tells me to get some overdue protection money from a shopkeeper in a china shop, offering me a bat to threaten him. However, both Nico and I know that this can be sorted out in other ways, so I don't take it. After driving to the china shop, I'm instructed to pick up a brick and throw it at the shopkeeper's window, but there is actually a faster, more effective, and more fitting method based on the mission's name.
What the fuck you doing? You pay for that! Crazy man!
After bringing the money back to Vlad, I walk back outside and then immediately go to do another job for him. Vlad now needs me to ask a laundromat owner for some money, once again telling me that I need to threaten him.
Ho ho!
But instead of ramming the shop with a baseball bat in my hand, I simply walk through the front door and ask for a quick word.
I have a message from Vlad. Shit!
He rudely throws a basket of clothing at me and disappears out the back door. I chase him down the street, ramming his van to get him to stop. He eventually does so and agrees to pay Vlad.
I will get it to you.
Vlad isn't done with getting Nico to do his chores though. After taking a walk and Vlad letting his anger out on everyone in Hove Beach, we get into his car. He then tells me to go and pick up someone else's car from the other side of the island, and instead of driving me there, he rudely kicks me out and forces me to take the train. But I'm too good for the train, considering a subway station contains about 15% human skin in the air surrounding it. I decide to rob some guy's equally filthy car and take that instead. Once I reach the car in question, I simply drive off with the thing and call Vlad. After telling him it's got a bit of dirt on it, he makes me go and give it a wash, but I guess he didn't say anything about looking after it. After dropping off the brand new, pristine vehicle to Vlad's lockup, I get a call from him a bit later.
Hey, Yoko, what the fuck? That car you got to me, it looks like shit! I got a hot date tonight!
I guess maybe there are a few bits of dirt that the car wash didn't quite clean off. Vlad, still mad at me for not cleaning his car well enough, gets Ivan, who we met up with before, to go and rob my cousin as a consequence. As I'm leaving, I find out that Vlad has already managed to get the car fully repaired, which would be a godsend in today's day. I approach Roman's cab depot to catch Ivan in the act, but he hears the ice cream truck coming for him before I can get there. I chase him down the road and into a construction site, where Ivan falls off a ledge. Being the sensible human I am, I help him up. He runs off, and so ends all of Vlad's and our problems. And so, that ends episode 2 of GTA 4 Pacifist Percent. I didn't directly kill anyone for 6 missions straight, but the status of the 4th thug in Jamaican Heat is determinant. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'd like to give a special thank you to everyone who commented or liked my first one. As a small YouTuber, gaining 1 or 2 nice comments was a huge win, and I'm more keen than ever to complete this series. If you don't want to miss episode 3, make sure to subscribe. I wish you all the best.